Hey YouTubers, Grimmy Dragon here, and once again it's review time, and today we are taking a look at the Thundercats Classics Mumm-Ra figure, the subscription exclusive from last year's Third Earth subscription line from Mattel, which was very short-lived, unfortunately. I know it's taken way too long to get to this figure and to the other two that I gotta get to, but we're gonna get to them. So let's take a look. Now, the sculpt is really nice. Gotta give Mattel credit for this, or the Four Horsemen more accurately. But yeah, you can tell the sculpt is dead on to Mumm-Ra. The hood is a little looser than I like on it because this is the billowing out, I think ready to transform cloak that he comes with. There is another one which I'll get to later which works better, but we'll get to that in a moment. But this is the one that lets you see the body sculpt in its entirety. As you can see, all the wrappings are done very well. And we'll get a look at that face again. That is an awesome Mumm-Ra face. And that is Mumm-Ra. That is perfect. Or next to it, at least. Got the wraps that hang from the top of his head there, kind of edging out. Not perfectly. They are a softer plastic, but they do kind of go forward a bit more than they should. I mean, part of it is just how it fits into the hood, which is unfortunate. As you can see, he's kind of poking out through it. You gotta push it back to get it to look right, and that pushes the wraps a little bit too far forward. Just can't win, unfortunately. The rest of the body's pretty good. Those wrappings do have a nice weathered texture to them, so they don't look like they're just bone white, which is good. And you got a lot of loose wraps all over his body, which is really nice. You got the wrappings going from the arms, which is a nice effect, but works just about as well as Krita did last year. So yeah, there's some downsides to that. So let's get to articulation. We got the ball jointed head, which is very hindered by the hood. You got universal shoulders that can only go out so far due to the wrapping. Got swivel right above the elbow joint. About 90 degree at the elbow. Kind of a detent, so it really only goes one of two ways, which is sad. But you got wrist swivel and hinge. Got a waist rotation. Good. You got universal hips, which are hindered by the wrappings again. You got a 45 degree angle bend at the knee. You got a swivel right above the knee. You got forward backward at the ankle, and ankle pivots. So not bad. Not a lot of poses you can really get him into, but again, this is the decayed Mumm-Ra. He doesn't really pose too much. But yeah, that's all there is to the articulation. Let's get to the accessories. So first off, we're going to get to that hood. Well, before that, let's get to the two holding accessories, because he does have alternate hands to hold them with, and they're conveniently in those holding hands. So you got one holding hand for the Sword of Plundar, and yeah, these are separate pieces, so I'm just putting them in the holding hands for convenience sake. And then you got his toy staff, which is exactly like the one that came with the vintage figure, a little bit better detailed. And I don't know about you, but that kind of looks like Stampede from Brave Star right there. Anyway, yeah, the hands just, they're meant to pull out, but they're really stubborn in there. And then just put the new one in. Like I said, they're stubborn, and I kind of worry that I'm gonna tear them. I'm worried I'm gonna tear this joint here before it comes out. Because those are really tight. Like, you might want to give this some hairbrush treatment before you try to remove or insert these. But yeah, you can hold those accessories fairly well. That looks pretty good. So, the last accessory he comes with is the other hood, which is a little bit more of a relaxed, more menacing hood, which I like more. But yeah, to get that on, you actually have to take the head off with the hood on, which is not hard. But here you got a better view of the body. Very skinny, scraggly. It's Mumm-Ra. What do you expect? Yeah, the head, not bad. Then you slip this body in. And this is the hard part, really. Now just push that in, get it in there. But then you got Mumm-Ra in his proper hood. I can just get him to have a good grip on his staff. And this actually looks a lot better, in my opinion at least. Unfortunately, he seems to want to have his let's just let him let go of that staff for now. As you can see, he does look pretty good with this setup. He's kind of just cloaked up. Looks like he's ready for to check some things. And this is the ideal cloak for Mumm-Ra as far as I'm concerned. It really does look good on him. Very simple, very elegant, and it works nice. So let's get some comparisons in. So first off, let's look at that vintage toy. And oh boy, what a difference. What a difference. I mean, the vintage toy didn't look anything like the cartoon. Like, he was mummified. He had a red cloak, but it had sleeves for some reason. Mumm-Ra's cape never had sleeves before. So the new version gets a better look. But as you can see, he has that staff, just like this one. This one's more detailed, but yeah, you can see where the staff came from. And this one, aside from the head and arms, it's pretty much no articulation otherwise. Just those two arms and the head. No leg articulation. Oh well. But next up, we gotta do this. We gotta bring in Bandai's ever-living Mumm-Ra for comparison, because that actually works. As you can see, Mumm-Ra the ever-living is a bit taller than the decayed Mumm-Ra, and I like that. If this guy had his cape, I would be very satisfied with these two. And all he's missing is that cape, and it would have been a perfect pairing. And if I'm not mistaken, get this out. It's a little harder to get it in because the plastic for this Mumm-Ra is a little bit more rigid. But I think we might have to cut here. Cut. Yeah, I think Mumm-Ra can hold this Sword of Plunder. Although I probably wouldn't recommend trying because, man, that is a tight fit. Now I kind of wish he came with the fully extended sword so I could give that thing to this guy. Oh well, I'm sure Super 7 will give us a better version if they get the license. Please let them get the license so we can do this. Anyway, yeah. And one more comparison. Let's just get the 4-inch scale Bandai Mumm-Ra, just to get that comparison. I don't know what to say. And yeah, this is clearly the superior one. But yeah, one more thing. Sorry I keep just coming up with this, but yeah, Lion-O. Gotta get the good and evil guys together, and Lion-O is quite taller than Mumm-Ra. Well, in any case, I do like this Mumm-Ra. He was that subscription exclusive, and with Matty Collector gone now, eBay is your only option to get him if you want him. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.